In the 2018-19 season, there have been a strangely high amount of NBA records that have stood for decades that got broken. Here's how, in some cases, the modern style of basketball has led to that, and 10 rare NBA records that were snapped this season. The first record by Klay Thompson I want to bring up is 10 consecutive threes to start a game on January 21st against the Lakers. But that can't count for its own spot on the list because he tied Ty Lawson, who did that back in 2011. But after Thompson had hit only 5 threes through 7 games to start this season back in October, he snapped his shooting slump in literally the biggest way possible, snapping Steph's record of 13 threes in a game that was set back in November of 2016. Before that, the record hadn't been broken since Kobe. As you saw from the thumbnail, Klay hit 14 threes. You can really blame the Warriors' backcourt for the three-point renaissance in today's NBA.
For NBA history, 14 threes in a game has never been done until today.
Proving to be one of the greatest scorers of all time, the MVP James Harden went for 43 points and 13 assists, securing his 8th consecutive performance with at least 35 points and 5 assists, breaking Oscar Robertson's previous record of 7. So until this season, we haven't seen this done since 1967. And when someone calls Harden a ball hog, bring up this record. We're witnessing a complete offensive talent who trusts his teammates every night and, of course, scores at the highest level every night. With all due respect to Giannis, it's absolutely shocking that he isn't the leader for the MVP right now. On December 19th, the Washington Wizards defense let the Houston Rockets achieve the record for most three-point field goals converted by an NBA team, hitting 26 to surpass the previous record of 25 held by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Harden and CP3 had 11 alone, but everyone including Michael Carter-Williams chipped in, and 5 players hit at least 3 three-pointers. You can understand how Houston took 3 games from the champs last playoffs. They can score with the very best when they get hot from deep. The Warriors' three-point style involved them in one of the games of the season, when they combined with the New Orleans Pelicans for 43 three-pointers, setting the record for most three-point field goals in an NBA game by both teams. 19 for the Pelicans, led by Nikola Mirotic with 6 threes, and 24 threes for Golden State, led by 9 from Steph Curry, including Draymond Green rarely knocking down 4 threes. The 5th record set in 2018-19 is from a man who changed the power forward position. The NBA legend Dirk Nowitzki set the NBA record for most seasons with the same NBA team by a player with 21. He breaks Kobe's record of 20. All the respect in the world for Dirk, because with the super team era upon us, I don't think we're going to see this record broken for a very long time. Amidst the stretch where he scored 30 points for 32 games straight, second behind Wilt Chamberlain, James Harden had 304 unassisted points over 7 games in January to earn the record for most consecutive unassisted NBA points scored by a player. And this record could be used in an argument for someone who looks at Harden as a ball hog, but the bottom line is that he scores best in ISO situations. If he wasn't as aggressive as he is, he'd be wasting his talent, and if he was trying to play off other guys, he wouldn't be scoring in the right way. 9 consecutive games with a triple-double is a record that stood for just over 50 years by Wilt Chamberlain. That is until from January 22nd to February 14th this year, Russell Westbrook set a new record of 11. So another triple-double record in the books for one of the most athletic point guards of all time. We're really witnessing a basketball specimen with this man. Stat padding is something he gets flack for, but only the greats are able to do it. So appreciate Russ while he still has some years left of dominance. LeBron's incredibly long reign as being the most popular and for most of the time the best NBA player really up until this season, but that all allowed him to tie the record for most NBA All-Star Game starts in 2019 as he matches Kobe Bryant's tally of 15. And hasn't LeBron gotten too much hate this season from the media? first, there was the Knicks announcer, Clyde Frazier.
This type of behavior is not... When you're the face of the NBA, I think you should be more a part of your team. And right now, we see he doesn't really care.
And recently, Michael Rappaport had a rant of his own.
So his trainer tweeted out or Instagrammed out a whole thing about the pain he suffered.
Yeah, his physical therapist.
His physical therapist about the pain he suffered. Why didn't Paul George's physical therapist or Gordon Hayward's physical therapist? These guys broke their legs in half. No one tweeted out the pain they suffered. But LeBron James...
Just stop forgetting he just went to the finals 8 times in a row, going through grueling playoffs after grueling playoffs. At the very least, this is a top 3 player of all time. The Lakers' dysfunction is another narrative. With 8 games to spare, Rudy Gobert broke Dwight Howard's dunks in a single season record of 269. Right now he's at 280, but Giannis has also passed Dwight. He's at 272, with a slight chance to beat out Gobert for the record. So 2 beastly seasons from 2 of the longest wingspans in the game. Right before number 1, the honorable mention for this list, but just as important, is off the court, with Greg Popovich adding most road wins for an NBA coach. Really enjoyed his Manu Ginobili speech, and also the fewest games for a coach to win 300 NBA games. That was achieved by Steve Kerr. He's done a hell of a job since taking over from Mark Jackson. And record number 10 displays the young greatness of Luka Doncic, who broke the record for most NBA triple-doubles recorded by a teenager, and the youngest NBA player to score a 30-point triple-double. Really, this is 11 records because of those 2. But hopefully for Mavericks fans, a Tyreek Evans-like sophomore slump doesn't happen with Luka, and he just keeps getting better and better, so he can keep breaking records. If you're new and love basketball, join the community and subscribe so you don't miss a single topic. This was Dflow. Thanks to the world for watching. I'll see you next video.